what makes a good bartender? Like, yes, you can make a good drink, but I feel like
that's the least.
right. Like
in
people
my
develop
opinion.
a relationship with their bartender.
Yeah, exactly. Cocktails can be taught. You can learn how to make an old fashioned mojito in a day, but just talking to people, understanding them, and being hospitable, like being able to just make them feel welcome.
Welcome to YMI Talking, a podcast where the guests are so good, you'll wonder why the host is even talking. In each episode, you will hear one of the leaders of the Lehigh Valley's vibrant business hub. They will tell you the keys to their success, the mistakes they've made, and what they have in store for the future. Here is the host of YMI Talking, from YMI Insurance, Jimmy Honachik.
All right, that is me, Jimmy Honachik, and I am joined by Avery Pinnell.
Hey guys.
If you have video, if you're watching this on YouTube, Avery just did a really cool motion towards the camera.
I did finger guns.
Which I do a lot, and it doesn't feel like the most professional thing.
I disagree.
Okay, good.
There's nothing that says professionalism in the workplace like finger guns.
Okay. Good. All right, then I'm doing great.
Absolutely.
I'm going to talk about a place that I just went. It's brand new now, but it's not going to be brand new when this episode comes out, which is like a month from now. So the buzz will be down. So I'll be behind the times, which I usually am.
Yes. Also, it's not brand new to everybody. It's just brand new to us in our area.
I'm pretty sure no one else has had Raising Cane's before.
Oh, nobody. Nobody ever.
But it is a big deal here because it's brand new here.
It is.
Yeah.
When I went last weekend, to be fair, I was very sick.
Okay.
But I waited in line about 15 minutes, which isn't too bad for something like that, new, opening up.
Did you do drive-through or did you go in?
I walked in.
Okay.
The drive-through was out and around the corner. I was like,
nah.
I'll just stand. So I went in, and then once I got my food, I sat down with my family, and people kept coming up to us, and they're like, oh, like, where are you guys from? And we're like, 5 minutes down the road. And they're like, oh, we came 2 hours. And
really?
like, yeah.
That's a big deal.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know if I'd come back. We have very different views on that, though.
I was skeptical going in, maybe because you gave me a report. But my family and I just went out for lunch. This was a bucket list to go out, summer bucket list to go out with Dad for a lunch date.
What a cute bucket list.
It was cute.
I love that.
And we got there and we went in and they loved it. They loved, you said they had the disco balls. James was like, whoa. And then the music was blasting, and I have a video. My phone is recording this, but I'll show you of him just dancing.
I love that.
He loved it.
Did he get on top of the table?
He wanted to. I had to wrestle him down.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. I would have said, you go, my guy.
Yeah, you might be a better parent than me.
I'm more of a fun aunt. They're live, you know?
Yes. But I was skeptical, but I thought the chicken fingers were awesome. I really liked them. It was my favorite part. And you've gone quiet.
Yeah, deep breath.
All right, so you'll have to try again.
I think so too. I think maybe it was me being sick when I went that kind of swayed.
That's
my
what I'm
judgment.
going to say.
But
I thought the texture was better than Chick-fil-A. I thought the flavor was better than Chick-fil-A. I thought the chicken was all around perfect.
You better not say anything about those fries. You better not say they're better than Chick-fil-A fries.
I didn't care for the Texas toast, is what I will say. Like, I don't need toast in my meal.
Just absolutely going around.
Yeah, let's avoid the French fries and just go and attack the toast.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the sauce a lot, but at the end of the day, like, the chicken was fine. It's nothing I couldn't get anywhere else.
All right, well, you can leave. Thank you very much. Wait, no. Let's talk about our guest.
Absolutely.
Beth van Horn from Hausbar.
Which, like, what a cool name.
That is a cool name.
But that sounds so fancy to me. When I was emailing her, I'm like, she's going to be so much cooler than me. And she was.
I was going to say, she was genuinely just like a really cool person.
So down to earth.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I want to be your friend. Please.
She has like super chic, like the house bar. So she's a bartender at events is what she does basically. And it's so chic and cool and like modern and hip. And then she's the one out there with a power saw in her truck, like getting it all together. She does everything.
She really does.
Yeah.
She was talking throughout the whole podcast and I was just like, okay, I know you're so much cooler than me, but like, can we stop? Can you maybe like rub off on me a little bit? Like, can I just get like this much of your power?
Yes. I tried to. It didn't work. I'm still me.
Nah, but you're cool, Jimmy.
Thank you. We're going to leave on that note, because that doesn't happen often. Yeah, this episode's awesome. I can't wait to dive into it.
It's so exciting.
All right, here we go. Here is Beth.
Woo!
Bye. All right, we are here with an episode I'm very excited about. I loved cocktails, all things cocktails, and I've got an expert here. And not just an expert, like your social media is incredible. I think you are an experience, right? It's more than just, oh, I make cocktails. You really are an experience.
Exactly.
In this area, in your Lehigh Valley, born and bred, and this is exactly what this podcast is about. So Beth van Horn from Hausbar, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor. I appreciate it.
Good. So let's dive into Hausbar. Give me an idea of what it is, or give me a listener an idea of what is Hausbar.
Yeah, definitely. So Hausbar, it's a bartending service. So we come to you if you're having events, on property or at venues that need a bar service. So often DIY weddings at your parents' backyard, we do a ton of those, or anybody's property pretty much. A few venues in the area that don't have a bar service, they call us. We do a ton of weddings. Corporate events, we've been really specializing in those through the week, and they've been becoming my favorite things, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Like a Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday, a couple hours. It's a nice change up from, 12 hours Saturday.
Yeah. You're right. Weddings really eat up your day.
Yeah, exactly. So we specialize in handcrafted cocktails, seasonal, local ingredients to make, really fantastic, fun, unique drinks. We hand build our bars, so they're portable for me and my bartenders to carry. They look pretty.
I was watching your Instagram and I saw you were out there like making these bars.
Yeah.
My wife is the crafty person. I was like, you have a power saw. That's impressive. Like, how'd you learn to do that?
Honestly, I bought that thing and I said, I'm just going to figure it out over time. It was scary, the first couple uses.
Yeah.
It can kick back, you know what I mean? At something.
When you've got 10 fingers. So
yeah. And I need these fingers. Bartending. You know what I mean? I need my hands.
Yes.
But I wear gloves. But yeah, it's scary. Those tools are scary. That's just, practicing and being safe at YouTube.
Yes. And like the design, if it was just straight edges, I would maybe be able to do it. But you're doing angles and stuff.
That one was tricky.
Yeah. But you just YouTube, is that the way to do it?
Yeah, YouTube, writing it out, drawing it out, and it's like having a plan to follow.
Measure twice, cut once.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
I like to just cut.
Yeah, and then measure. Like cut again, flip on measure, cut again.
But they look great. Where do you get your design inspiration?
Good question.
I would ask a good question.
Yeah, places like other bars and really beautiful like hotels. I'm a traveler, so like when I go to Europe and I see something really elegant, chic, I'm like, that could look cool in a bar.
Yeah. You are a traveler. Let's dive into that.
Yeah.
You and I met this week for coffee.
Correct.
So I know a little bit about you.
Yes.
But I do know that you've done a lot of traveling.
Yes.
You love traveling?
I love it. It's my favorite thing to do when I have the time.
When did you get into it? Like, what inspired you, and where have you gone?
Yeah. So when I was 20, that was my first trip out of the country. I studied abroad in Germany for a year. I really didn't study.
I was going to say, put that close.
Yeah, I didn't study at all. I mean, a little bit, but I had so much fun. I met great people. I learned German and Spanish. I traveled everywhere because it's really cheap to travel inside Europe. Especially as a student.
You're right. Once you're there, it's not too bad.
Yeah. I once had a flight to Austria for like $12.
Wow.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is insane. So wait, do you speak German?
Yeah.
Can I completely like alienate my entire audience and do a quick interview in German?
Können Sie Deutsch sprechen?
No.
Okay. But you understand.
That's so cool. Do you get to use it much anymore?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, only when I travel, but often in Germany, the younger people just go right to English. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to practice my German. It's our time, as North Americans, to learn the language and use it.
Have you ever bumped into someone on this side, like stateside, who was German?
Yeah.
Did you just light up? Like, I'd be so excited.
Yep. Her name was Almut, actually. I used to work at a bar downtown on the street, and she came in and I heard the German accent.
Yeah.
went to German, and she was like, "Oh my God, du kannst Deutsch sprechen." Like, oh my goodness, you could speak German. So we just, have done that back and forth.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's like, she would be like a really cool grandma.
Yeah.
Like we go out, we still hang out.
Really?
Chris Kindle Bar, we go.
Yeah.
We complain about how it costs money to get in. Sorry, Chris Kindle Bar. But in Germany, all the markets are for free.
Yeah.
You go like, not where you spend your money, with the vendors.
So, do you have a favorite German word?
Let's see. That's a good question.
Because I feel like some of them, like, they just add a bunch of words onto, like, in English, you'd be multiple words, but in German, they just combine it into one.
Yeah, probably.
You don't have to.
No, and there's one that there's such one word. Wald Einsamkeit.
Okay, that means I'm flying a kite today.
Correct. Yes. I'll give you 3 options.
Okay.
A, I'm flying a kite today.
Yes.
B,
I think I got it.
enjoying alone time in the woods. Or 3, a guy who drinks out of a red cup.
I'm gonna go with B.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So like they put these words together. Wald is forest, Einsamkeit is solitude, almost loneliness, but not that sad. It's just solitude. Enjoy.
Do you know German?
Yeah, exactly. It's a cool language.
It's awesome.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But I would just call the great grandfather to the English language.
Yeah.
A lot of similarities. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So then going back to Hausbar, that's where the name comes from.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's come back. Yeah, it does come back. It just, I do call it Hausbar. It means home bar in German. And it makes sense in English. Like you hear Hausbar, you understand that it's a bar at your home.
Right.
It's easy to say. It's cute. I spent a lot of money on a degree. They got to use it somehow.
So you've got, the German, and then you come, or you got open that?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Things.
You brought us some delicious looking
San Pellegrino, straight from the Italian coast.
Right. Wait. Do what's that called?
ASMR.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's beautiful. Amazing. You like the bubbles? I can hear the bubbles. I'm calling them.
So that's our first dabble into ASMR. Yeah, that's actually. Oh, cheers. Boom.
Thank you for the drink. Happy birthday.
I had a really good question, but I forgot what I did. Something about this Hausbar, German,
traveling.
But it's Hausbar related. I mean, it's such a cool concept, right? Like you are going to fair and you're mixing the drinks. How did you get started?
Yeah, good question. So I've been bartending forever on the side. I used to be a teacher. I used to have like a regular corporate job. I'd always bartended. I always made more money, had more fun, less hours. And I just at some point, I just started spending more time in the restaurants working and, for other people. And I just got tired of being exploited. You get paid really junk money as a bartender or server. In Pennsylvania, it's $2.83. Wow.
Yeah.
So you have to work for your tips.
Yeah.
But I would work at these places and I would sell thousands of dollars worth of stuff. And I would think, it won't fair.
Yeah.
And that's capitalism. That's the way the world works. And so I get not like getting political or anything.
Let's do it.
No. But it's I just thought if I'm making this restaurant or this place $4,000 a night and I'm only making, a couple $100 a piece.
Yeah.
I just got tired of making everyone else money and, not having the freedom and the independence.
So you had, whether it's teaching or corporate or bartending, you had good sort of stable jobs. And you said, let's forget about that. I'm going to start my business. And you're in your 20s and you decide to just do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrifies me.
Yeah.
Were you scared?
Definitely.
Okay.
But I thought it's either now or never.
Yeah.
And I just can't do the 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or 7 to 2, 30, whatever. Now it's 24/7. You know what I mean?
I say the same thing, and then my wife's like, "Why are you doing the texts and emails at 9:30 now?" Like, listen,
yeah,
my baby.
Exactly. But this was just something I really liked doing. I like helping people. I like working events, celebrating love, and any kind of big life moment, and I'm just good at it. I was like, I know I can make money doing this. And if not, then get a bar job just like that.
Right.
I don't need any years of experience. And so far I haven't been back to the restaurants or anything like that. So it's been working out, but it's tough. I mean, there's some months where it's fantastic. Where like, this is nuts. This is great. And there's other months, I'm January, February, March, you know what I mean? But, I just have to plan well. But it is scary.
Yeah. And how do you grow that? I can see how, you get your first couple, but how do you really start growing that to the point where you have multiple house bars for lack of a bar, and you can do more than one event at a time now, right?
Yep, exactly. So I do have a team, and I would say 4 or 5 bartenders that I can just call up and be like, hey, I need you 2 weeks out, 4 to 10 p.m. And people like working for me. I mean, they're my friends, bartenders. I pay them well. Pay them really well. So not that they don't have a choice, but whatever, it's going to be worth it for them. And I always want to make sure it is, And
does that go back to kind of your bartending days? And not.
I want them to be compensated and make good money and walk away knowing that this is worth it.
Yeah. What makes a good bartender? Like, yes, you can make a good drink, but I feel like
that's the least.
Right. Like people develop a relationship with their bartender.
Yeah, exactly. Cocktails can be taught. You can learn how to make them and in a day, but just talking to people, understanding them, and being hospitable, like being able to just make them feel welcome,
Yeah. And do you think you had that going into bartending? Is that sort of what attracted you to it, or did you learn it as you bartend?
I would say, I used to have like a little public speaking fear, like my teens. And I think this is going to sound nuts, but going back to the languages, like learning another language and having to talk in another language to someone else, you learn to be confident, you learn to talk to people, and those hospitality skills and personable skills.
That's a really interesting point. Like, I'm bad enough talking to people in English. I can't imagine trying to get the confidence to do it in their language.
Yeah, it's tough.
When my wife and I, we did our honeymoon in France, and I had taken 4 years of French in high school and a year in college, and I tried to do all the talking. They're like, instantly, like, please stop, sir, you're butchering our language. Yeah. And then my wife, who took no French, blah, 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 blah. And I listened to her. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty bad at this. But
it depends where you're at in France.
Yeah.
Paris?
Yes. And then we went to other places, but my confidence had been shot. I was like, I'm not going to try this.
Yeah. Some people appreciate it, but other people are sometimes more arrogant.
I think France appreciates them really trying that.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we'll just speak in English. We'll practice.
Oh, no. So you love the business. You love doing it. Yeah. How long ago did you start?
I started 2 years ago. 2 years ago in September.
And then, so you've grown it because you have a team, but how do you get, like the leads? Like, where did they come from, and how have you managed to get to the point where you need a team?
Yeah. So at this point, it's word of mouth. People know about us. Often people are at events and they see us, they experience Hausbar, and they say, hey, what are you doing September 21st? I'm having a party, can you come? So
that's my wife's birthday.
Yeah, so she invites them.
She must,
yeah. Call us. So things like that. Google business profile. I don't do Google ads. I talked about that. I just, really work on the SEO and people finding me naturally.
Did you have a background in that at all, or you just kind of picked that up?
No, I picked up as I've gone. I have friends who do have a background in that and want to ask questions. I take them out to lunch, we talk, and they give me advice. Yeah. And then also things on the internet.
Yeah.
Reading stuff and watching videos, like how to do that.
And I think that's a good thing. Like when we talked earlier, we had spent a lot of money in SEO as a firm. And then it didn't make sense, right? Like you're going up against Progressive and Travelers.
Exactly.
Big old budgets. And hey, come check out us.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a huge waste of money. But you found, getting organic leads, right? Getting people to the website.
So really focusing locally. Bethlehem, County, and Lehigh Valley. I love being in this area. People know me. I don't love traveling all the way to Philly. Turnpike, something can happen, and people know it's here. So it's just really easy, easier.
Yeah.
And then Instagram. I do ads on there sometimes. I target, a certain age range, people interested in certain things. And, those work, but not as you're up in this thing.
Okay.
Instagram is kind of more used for our validation. Like, this is us. This is what we did. This is how we do it. Like, often people book us or, they're inclined, I said, hey, check out our Instagram. This is what to expect from us.
Do you have any background in that? Because like I said, your Instagram is great. And I go there, I'm like, oh man,
you.
how did they
Thank you.
do this?
No background. I mean, I guess I kind of, at 15, 16 minute Instagram, that's when you post like awkward angle pictures of like a turtle that you saw from my frequently,
I love my early Instagram.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to delete it,
Yeah.
But just like growing with it and knowing it and just seeing what works. You know what I mean? A lot of the time people like the BTS, like behind the scenes of what we do, like the building of the bars, the packing up and driving to an event. Like I post that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't post products often, not like product, but like our bar, we're like a cocktail. I try to post experiences. I want people to see and feel what it's like to hire us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I think that comes across.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So when you are doing the events, like what's your favorite part of doing an event?
I would say just it happens every time.
Yeah.
For a wedding, for example, the bride, the groom, or I'm sorry, the couple, the bride, the groom, the groom, the girl, they come up and they just say, we're so glad we hired you.
Yeah.
We have things under control. They trust us. They're stress-free. There's nothing to worry about. They feel good. Everyone's happy. And it's just, and that happens every single time. It's just the appreciation we hear from our couples.
And that's got to make you feel like you make the right choice.
Definitely. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Then it works.
Yeah. What's next? So you've got it here, right? Yeah. You've clearly built a successful business, 2 years in, and now you're at a good spot.
Yeah.
Where do you go from here?
Great question.
Yeah.
There is some stuff in the works. I don't want to talk about it quite yet.
Okay.
It's still really new, but it's really exciting stuff.
I love when people just give me that one.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Maybe we'll announce it in a couple months. But I'll tell you right now what we are doing, which is really cool, and I love it. We're partnering with local people often.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm partnering with this winery called Lime Hill.
Okay.
So they're based out of like central PA kind of, 2 hours away, 2 hours north. And this girl's been making wine for 10 years. She gets her grapes from California, Washington, Oregon. So cool climate, dry French style wines, which if you're a PA winery, that's what you need to be doing, in my opinion. The PA wines here, no offense to any companies, but I won't drink them. And I don't recommend it because they're often chunky, chewy, like, just too sweet. But this girl knows what she's doing. So I partner with her and I sell her stuff. She's awesome. And, just promoting her, helping her get business and knowing that my clients are choosing a delicious, great wine that's going to be enjoyed by everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you mentioned something like keeping it local. You're from the area.
Yep.
Born and raised.
Correct.
So talk to me about, your experiences in the Valley. I feel like a different place than it was probably when you were born, just seeing that transpire.
Yeah. So, I'm born in the 90s. Not too far, not that long ago. But things were different back then. I grew up kind of like downtown, toward downtown Bethlehem. Over the years, it's just been a lot more busy. Like so many people are moving here, but it's a good thing. It's growing. I would say we're booming. Lehigh Valley is booming. Bethlehem, down Easton, new businesses, that kind of thing. But I like it here. It's comfortable. It's not the best word, but you know what I mean? It's, you got everything. There's delicious restaurants. You can find great Indian food. You can find fantastic, authentic Mexican food. There's really just, it's a diverse place. Or becoming.
Where our last two guests were Canadian, Michelle, and the Mexican.
I'm not answering.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Yes. Yeah. I really like their chickpea or their garbanzo beans. Yes. He was so kind of like brought in a bunch of this food for us to tell to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a baby.
Anytime someone brings us anything, we're like, special something.
That's actually the older.
Yeah, right. Freebies. I get it.
Do you have a favorite restaurant in there?
Yes. I have like a list of like 4 or 5 places I go when I know. So I've worked in the restaurants.
That's why
you guys would be surprised. One day I'll write a book. One day I read I'll buy about the things I've seen in places. Like there are great restaurants that
Free Subway.
but there are places I will not go because I've worked in and I've seen things.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh my god! As an insurance guy,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. You would just, it's like we can't cover you guys anymore, you know. But I always weekly I go to Tulip.
Okay.
Comes outside. Are you familiar with that? Oh, you gotta go. Yes, take her. What's your food? You should call them to come in. They're really cool people. It is like, I would say it's like, I hope they don't get insulted, but like California Mexican style food. Like really delicious burritos. The meat's fresh. They have fantastic veggie choices.
Yeah.
It's like kale and like collard greens or something. And then fresh sauces. Fantastic. And veggies. Yeah, try this. Don't give it on the veggies. Sweet potato. Yeah, they're really good. Everything's fresh every day. The service is great. Well, home law place.
Yeah.
And it's super affordable.
Good.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
Also, Trace Scalini, Broad Street. You know about this place.
Yeah.
You know? I did not. I lived down Scalini? Yes, Trace Scalini.
Wow.
Yes.
That's the food's out of this world.
Out of this world. I think the pasta's made fresh daily.
Yeah.
The owner's super nice. You feel like when you go in and you're sitting in like someone's dining room. You know, you don't feel like you're in Lehigh Valley. You feel like maybe you're in, they're Italian or Sicilian. I think Italian, but you feel like you're in a little Italian grandmother's home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hungry now.
Yeah, right. It is. It's almost lunchtime.
It is. So
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've got Hausbar and you're partnering with different partners in the area.
Yep.
Whether it's winery, are there other partnerships that you're looking at? What have you done in the past?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. One that I didn't really like, and I really don't see this. But yeah, sometimes with like venues and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, but that gets sticky, you know, because sometimes venues want like a cut, and I'm like, hey, let's just promote each other.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, I feel like that is a lead source for you, right? Like,
yeah.
If you do a good job with venues, then they'll definitely throw you out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's not that many in Lehigh Valley, or in Bethlehem specifically, that I enjoy being at.
Gotcha.
But I will, you know, if you're looking for a venue, I will recommend my favorite places to be. And they're a little outside Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just fine hearing your story. I mean, it's incredible that you had the courage to go ahead and do this, and now it's really a flourishing business. I mean, tell me a little bit more about the Hausbar business. So I didn't have you that happened. Getting married again to my wife.
Vow renewal. We do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I come to you, and what does the process look like? Like, am I getting? Are you supplying the alcohol? Am I buying the alcohol?
You're supplying the alcohol.
So I'm in control, really, of what's going to be on site. Like
exactly.
Bourbon, which I did.
Exactly. Sure. What is that bourbon?
I mean, I have a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
But I get to choose what's going to be there.
Exactly. Right? And often I'll recommend, great brands that are economical, but, drinkable as well.
So there's an advice element too,
yes,
right? Like,
definitely. So our whole goal is to make things super easy, stress-free for the couple, the client. So we'll bring the bar and we'll ask what your theme is, and we'll do our best to match it. But we go for like an elegant speakeasy style, chic brand, but often we can make things work.
Yeah.
We don't do and we do bar and stuff, you know what I mean? But we make it work. But I'll bring the bar, I'll bring the bartenders, the bar tools, the coolers, the ice, all the non-alcoholic mixers. So often if it's a wedding, we'll have a couple choose a drink for each of them. And then I'll recommend I have a menu, a seasonal menu. I give them, and they choose drinks off there. And then I recommend what liquors to get, how much, if it's up to 100 people, 4 hours of service, it's X amount of bottles. And that same with beer and wine. I have a calculator that I use, but I've also done this so often I could probably just do it off the top of my head, and it's been accurate. It's always accurate.
I was going to say, did you ever run into a situation where people drank more than you were expecting? No, you're good at this.
Yeah, so there's always leftovers.
Okay.
Always. We've never run out of anything. I mean, sometimes it actually happened once. We were going to have a signature cocktail,
Okay.
but there was 3 signature cocktails. Everybody just drank one.
Gotcha.
And I said, okay, you guys got to drink the others, but everyone was fine with it. No one complained.
Yeah.
You know, and we went through bottles upon bottles. I was surprised. That only happened one time. But often people buy extra. And I just say, you know, if you're going to do that, people often do, just save receipts, buy 2 weeks in advance, save receipts, anything unopened, unshelved, just return to the store. They'll take it back.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
It is great.
My brother-in-law did that at their wedding where they supplied the alcohol, and I think they just thought of it as a wedding gift afterwards.
You know.
All this leftover alcohol. Yeah.
And if they don't want to return it, I say, have another party.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly what they did. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just make things easy, beautiful. You know, we make a nice menu. We bring recycling and trash. We take care of it at the end of the night. Water, sparkling and still. Sparkling because, you know, that's upscale element.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the garnishes.
I mean, this drink you brought in is fancy.
Yeah, I love these. Blood orange, sparkling water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to take a picture of it after so I can.
Yeah. Great place to trace the Bellini.
Yeah. So
I will.
Definitely.
something that we haven't hit on yet is your sister works with you, right?
Correct. Yes.
How do you find the family dynamics in business?
It's so funny. I just posted a video last night on my personal Instagram.
Yeah.
While someone made it, I just like reposted it.
Yeah.
But there's two sisters carrying a cooler that just, they're trying to dump it, but it's closing and they're just kind of yelling at each other. I mean, we don't let people see that, you know,
Yes.
you know, like Jenna, you can yell at me, you know, after the event on the way home, you know, and vice versa. But it's not really like that. She does a really great job. She cares about the business, I think, just as much as I do. I pay her enough so that she has to, you know. But it's fun, you know, we just pick up on each other, you know, we have like this, you know, describe it like a sister bond.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell her something, she just knows that.
And you just pick up on each other's vibe.
Yeah, exactly. But she's a hard worker.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She also talks to people, and that's super important.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Often people at weddings, guys hit on her, and I'm like, no. Exactly. I'm like, tip us a $20. And, you know, but then walk away, you know?
Yes.
But yeah, she's awesome. She's my go-to hire, you know,
That's
always
awesome.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just try to keep it in the family. And then my friends, of course, they're awesome.
Yeah.
So she's not always as available as my sister.
Yeah. No, it's great to be able to, you know, keep that relationship and work together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I hate this. We're running really low on time.
Oh, no.
So
This is so fun.
I know we have two things that we do here. One is, you know, we are sponsored by Hocus Pocus Cleaning Services,
Nice.
female-owned business in the area. They come in, they do an incredible job, they clean our offices, but they also do it's called a witching hour. So come to your house, you need to reorganize the closet or something. Read that.
I was going to say, it looks fantastic in here. It's super clean.
Thank you. That's
Good job.
all Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
But so they're basically magical. is what I say.
Yeah.
And so I have to ask all my guests, if you could have any magical ability, what would it be?
Probably to teleport.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to get somewhere so quick, you know what I mean?
You can use your German all the time.
Exactly. But I was thinking more of business, like, okay, I get the restaurant depot, I don't want to sit through all that traffic.
Yes.
Boom, there.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, you know what? I'm overwhelmed. Let's go to Italy for a
Right.
couple days. Boom.
Can you teleport people with you?
Sure.
With you, man.
Yeah. Just maybe me and my dog. Just me and my dog for now.
What kind of dog do you have?
A German short-haired pointer.
That is my wife's favorite dog.
Really?
She
They're
has them
such
from-
cool dogs.
Yeah. They're beautiful and they're smart.
And very sweet.
Yeah.
Cuddly, loving. She's like stuck to me all the time.
How old?
2 years old. She just turned two Fridays ago.
Still high energy.
She's calmed down a little bit. I trained her really well. I spent like, you know, when I got her, like every day for like up until now, just constant training, working on stuff. So she's like a calmer GSP.
Yeah.
Which is like unheard of.
That's very nice. Had you taken her, we talked about this beforehand, have you taken her for rides in the back of your truck?
In the backpack of the truck?
The backpack.
No, I'm
Okay.
really scared.
Yeah.
But the back
Maybe
seat.
from my children.
Yeah, exactly. But I do want to take her to the drive-in. Like she's that good that she can just sit and lay and just probably watch the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you get your truck? I'm commandeering my own show.
Last year. Yeah, last year. It's a little Chevy S10. It's so cute.
Yeah.
They don't make small trucks anymore.
Right.
They wanted a small truck. 6-foot bed. Everything fits in the back.
It's gotta be perfect for the job too.
Perfect. I do need a cap though, you know, like one of those things. But you know, for now it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Last thing, anything we didn't hit on that we should have hit on? Anything you want to talk about?
If you need a bartending service,
right here.
if you need a bar service, a trustworthy, awesome, elegant, chic bar service for a wedding, corporate event, birthday party, holiday event, give us a call. Hausbar.us.
Boom. That's the perfect way to end this.
Yeah.
Well, Beth, thank you so much for coming on. This was
Thank
awesome.
you. This really was awesome. Great opportunity.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we connected over Instagram.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Beth.
Also, if you need insurance, call these guys. YMI, special event insurance.
Please. Yeah.
If this is not a partnership, don't worry about it. We're referring a local company
Well, awesome.
who will pick up the phone.
Yeah. Or the Instagram. Just send us a message.
Yeah.
All right, Beth. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. This is awesome.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the YMI Talking podcast. If you enjoyed this and want to hear more content from amazing personalities in the Valley, please subscribe, leave a rating, and drop us a quick review.